Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. My name is Noso. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in the United States of America, and if you are old, OG, what is going on? Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. In case you're new and you don't know, I lived in Nigeria like 20 years of my life, and then I moved here, got into school and everything. I know a little bit about both of the educational system, and I can give the difference. So today I'll be talking about the difference between the Nigerian education system and the American education system according to my experience. Now, the experience could be different for everybody because everybody experiences everything differently, but this is my experience, the way I experienced it, the school I went to, and all of that. So it is my experience, okay? So before you come with me talking about, oh, you're lying, whatever, remember that it is my experience. So you guys, if you've not seen my braces video, please go watch it. It's going to be linked somewhere. Don't come and start asking me what's going on with your teeth, why are you talking like that. Yeah, here in the United States, you actually have a schedule. Like, you actually have a class schedule. I know in Nigeria we do have class schedules and everything at the beginning of the semester, but there are days when somebody just tells you that this lecturer is having this class at so time, and guess what? You can do nothing. After you finish complaining, grumbling, you go and sit your bottom down and do that class, because guess what? That is usually crash courses. Like, they come at late minutes and they're like, well, we have class so day and so day, and if you don't want to come, that's your business. But if you see it in the exam hall, oh, it's your case. So here you actually have class schedules, and no lecturer can just pop up on you and be like, class today, tomorrow, whenever. And then you can actually track your progress as you go. Like, if you take a test, you take 2 tests, 3 tests, you can know where you are, you can know where your grade is. Unlike in Nigeria, where you're just taking tests, you're just taking quizzes, you're just taking exams, and Ekele Maria, you are praying, going to grotto, and you're like, Jesus, please help me. You don't know if you're doing well or not. You just know that you're writing the test, you're submitting assignments, and then you are hoping for a good grade, hopefully an A, if not a B, if the Lord loves you, if your village people hold your matter too tight, a D, E, F. Don't come for me. So here you can actually track your grades, you can track where you are, you can know if to do better or be comfortable, you know, or if you're in the A's, how many much more tests you have to go. They tell you how many tests you're going to take from the beginning of the semester, which is crazy. If your class is Monday and Wednesday 9 a.m., it's going to always be Monday, Wednesday 9 a.m. until the semester finishes. Their semesters and school years are wired differently. So in Nigeria, if you're enrolled in this year, first semester, you have to be in school for first semester. Second semester, you have to be in school for second semester. But that does not work like that here in America. In America, you can choose to, so they have 4 semesters. 2 major semesters and 2 minor semesters. That's how I like to see it. So the major semesters are like spring and fall, and then the minor semesters are winter and summer. So winter and summer are like short semesters. They're usually 5 weeks, 4 weeks. Then fall and spring are usually 16 weeks semesters. So here you can decide to take spring semester and not take summer. You can decide to take fall and not take winter. Nobody's going to beat you. Nothing's going to happen to your admission. Now, you can also decide that you take 2 units per semester, or take 12 units, or take 20 units, or take 5 units. Unlike in Nigeria, where if it's 12 units stipulated for that semester, you have to take 12 units. Except, like, you have to take at least that 12 units for that semester. Except you have, then maybe if you have other courses, maybe extra courses, maybe you have carryovers you want to add to it, then you can go exceed your 12 courses, but you have to take like that 12 units. You have to take that 12 units in Nigeria. Here you really don't have to. You can take 1 unit, 2, 3, 4. Nobody really cares. Nobody sends. School here is at your own pace, your own time. Another thing about other units is you pay per unit. So if my school, I'm paying $10 per unit and I'm taking 12 units for that semester, I'm going to be paying $120 for that semester. Does that make sense? That's how you kind of gauge your school fees. So it's not like school fees is 30,000 or 35,000. 35,000 naira, then you can take as much courses as you want. Here, if you want to take 20 courses, you pay per semester. So if it's $50 per semester times 20 courses, you kind of have your idea of how much you're paying for tuition. So you budget, you know how much you have, alongside how much your brain can carry. So that kind of influences how much unit load you take for the semester. Some people just take it at their pace, no rush. You don't have to graduate in 4 years or whatever, so you kind of go at your pace. After you buy textbook, the recommended textbook that they ask you to buy, some people don't even ask you to buy. Some people give you like access codes to go get it online, or if you have like the free online version, you can use that. Nobody's going to come to class and come and be checking people that have textbook and people that don't have textbook, and then they don't give you points for having textbook. No, that's your personal material. After you buy that textbook, they give you handouts for free. I'm gonna come again. After you buy textbook, they give you handouts, materials for free. Unlike in Nigeria, where you have to buy your lecturer's handouts. You have to buy some certain handouts to be able to pass. You have to whatever. No, they won't even give you one copy and say go make copies. They will make the copy for you, put it on the desk, and you take it if you want. You're not forced. Nobody's like, you have to take this handout. If you don't do this, if you don't buy my handout, you will not pass, blah blah blah. No, they offer you the handouts, and if you want it, you take it. But if you feel like the resources you have, the textbook is okay, do you, boo? After giving you handouts for free, they do not come to class and come and start dictating notes. No, they just teach and you write your notes, make your own notes. At least in the schools that I've gone to, that's how it is. The one time I had a lecturer dictate a note was, she didn't dictate it. It was like an assignment, like things she wanted us to go study on for that chapter. So she kind of dictated the questions, things to look out for, and we had to write it down. That was the only class where I had somebody dictating notes for me. Other people just talked and you wrote whatever you felt was important. Have fun. You meet them in exam hall, and it's between you, what you made in your notes, what you studied in the textbook. They actually ask you what they taught. In Nigeria, you have to read the textbook cover to cover. Here, if they don't teach it, you're most likely not going to see it in the exam. They teach you something, and that's what comes out in the exam. I mean, it may be more in depth as to you knowing the material, but is it in the circumference of what you were taught? Yes, it is. And then the relationship they have with their professors, their faculty. You can actually walk up to your professor and be like, hey, hello, just say hello, I'm in your class, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, hi, and all that. You can go to their office and go talk to them and be like, oh, I didn't understand this. Can you please explain this to me? Oh, can you please tell me this? They have office hours where you can go visit them. Nigerian professors have office hours, but many of them use their office hours to actually explain things to you. Well, if they have been some, it didn't happen in my school, UNN. It did not happen in my faculty, in my department. Whenever you had to go to somebody's office, you were either getting in trouble, or you had to go do some projects, or you had to go pay some fees. And then here, you actually pass on merit. Like what you write in your book, that's what is going to be your score, and that's how you pass. Unlike in Nigeria, y'all know the way. You people know how we do it. When you read and write it down, you're gonna pass. Unlike one lecturer will tell you, over my dead body that you will pass this course, as long as I am HOD. No, nah, nobody have time for that. And when you write something and you feel like it wasn't marked the way you wrote, like you feel like your score would not merit what you wrote, you can actually ask for a review, a remark. Yeah, you can contest your score. You're like, I know I did better, so come and remark it, or I ask for someone else to mark my paper. You can actually ask for that. Can you do that in Nigeria? I mean, you can, but at your own detriment, at your own expense, boo. I would advise not to. Just read your book, pray to God, and don't offend anybody. They do give points for participation. When you're in class, attendance counts. Not like that type of attendance we do in Nigeria. Not that type, right for me, this is my reg number type. No, not that type. Attendance here, the teachers see you, they have this personal relationship with you, and the ratio of the teacher to the students is less than in Nigeria. This whole, everybody just go to Faculty of Biological Science, that whole big hall, and you put like 500 students there and there's one lecturer. It is different here. Most classes I've seen are usually maximum of 40 people, maximum a lot of times. So it depends on the lecturer if they want to extend, and most time when they extend, usually 50. So 50 persons to one teacher. And there's some classes that are even more streamlined, like 20 people, 25 people. So you actually have to be there, and the teacher has to like know you facially, personally, maybe not like one-on-one, but they know that, oh yeah, I know this name and I can associate a face to this name. So a lot of times you got to be there. Here, quizzes are like those little things they do in class, and maybe 5 marks, 10 marks, those are quizzes. Tests are those like midterm, the way we have midterm. Now that's a test, midterm. But the thing is, you can have that test like every week. Some people have tests every week. Some people have tests every 2 weeks. They give you tests after every chapter. After 2 chapters, you have a test. After 3 chapters, you have a test on those 3 chapters, on those 2 chapters. And then the exam is like overall of everything. The outfits they allow here. First of all, there is no like restriction to what to wear, kind of hair to do, color of hair to do. If your skirt is too short, you wear sleeveless. Some people wear 2 dresses. Some people wear what we call spaghetti. Bum shorts. You can see their bum. You can see their buttock. Yeah. Some people wear Rastafari. Think of the most Rastafari. I don't know. Is that even a word? Think of the most Rastafari hair. The most absurd color. Just come and learn. Sit down in class and learn. Big earrings. Full-blown makeups, unlike in Nigeria where they're like, hey you with that color of hair, you can't have that color of hair in my class, or hey you, we can't wear that in my, you can't wear such shoes. Nope, nobody cares, boo. And then the way the system is, their students are really outspoken. As much as they're outspoken, they don't take life too seriously. So if a lecturer is stressing them, like a lecturer is really giving too much assignments or too much tests, or they feel like they can't cope, drop your class, drop you and your class. Nobody cares. And yes, you can drop classes. Maybe you start the class. So there are times when you can drop class without any penalty. There's a time when you can drop class without a W. Like there's a time where if you drop the class, it will show on your transcript that you withdrew from so-so class. So you can drop class before it's a certain time. Nobody will know, it won't show on your transcript, and at some point when you drop, they will refund you your fees. At some point, no more refunds. At some point, you have to have like a withdrawal on your transcript. These are things that they really put in place to make life easier for students. So if you feel like, oh okay, you put 15 units and it's too heavy, you want to drop 6 units, you have some deadlines to which you can drop some classes, so you can drop some classes. But some people, when they come to class and you know they relate, I know they understand what they talk. You never they jazz up. You're stressing their mental sense. You're stressing their mental health. Guess what? They gonna drop you like you never existed. While some people, if they feel like the lecturer is too strict, or they don't understand what the lecturer is doing, they will drop you. And then they're very outspoken as to if you're doing some kind of thing as a lecturer, they're going to tell you, hey, I don't understand this the way you're teaching, it didn't gel with me. Can you adjust this? Students will speak up, and once one person speaks up, I bet you everybody starts speaking up and start telling the lecture. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to give you some insights into what it's like studying in the United States of America as opposed to studying in Nigeria. So if you're thinking of coming to the United States, just have this in mind. I'm also thinking of making another video about tips of how to kind of get into the system. If you have any questions you want to ask me, please leave it in the comment section. You can contact me on my Instagram, on my Facebook, wherever. One thing I do is I reply all my DMs. At least I read them. Maybe not reply, but I read them. If you have a legit question, I reply. But all those hi, hello, baby girl, pretty girl, sorry, I will not reply. But all those people that actually have legit questions, legit concerns, I will do my best to reply as much as I can. And if it's questions that I cannot answer, I do have a friend, Aladi Yako. I'm going to be putting her link in the description box and her name on the screen. You can go check out her channel. You can also DM her. She really is helpful. She's an international student. She left Nigeria and came here, and she did all the process, and she gives tips on how to leave Nigeria and come here. So if you're interested in that, you may want to check her channel out. Other than that, that's it for this video. Please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're watching up to this point, you might as well subscribe, because I feel like you're feeling my vibes. So if you watched up to this point, go ahead and subscribe. If you have any questions, if you feel like I missed something in this video, please leave it in the comment section. And your girl will be signing out. I will see you in my next video. Bye.